Hi, my name is Kamakshay Musnaru. I am a data scientist. I just recently created a web application for survey data analysis. I just call it as Advanced Data Systems for Business Analytics. It is just a web application. I used Shiny software. It is a web framework available for R programming language. I shown you how to install this. Few instructions as how to install this application. The URL is github.com kamakshaya ADSBA, something like that. I'm going to update this. This is actually the address of the. I'm going to update this URL in the video description. You just have to download these raw files and follow these instructions to open. You need to have RStudio in your computer well installed. I'm using Ubuntu 18.04 for my work, and the recent version of the RStudio, I don't know. I think I'll show you what is the about RStudio. I think this is 1.1.463, but it should work in almost all versions of RStudio. Once you open the RStudio, just have to go to the file, new file, RScript, I think open file, and then go to the place where you saved the file, and then pick up the file, and this is, it will show you like this. This is the left top corner of the RStudio, and here right side you find the run app button, a play button. You just have to press that button, and the application will be opened in the default web browser of the RStudio. In case if you would like to see in the default web browser of your computer, then you have to press this button, open in browser, and then the application will goes to the browser. I opened this in Firefox in my Ubuntu 18.04. This is the name of the application. In this video I'm just going to give you a short description as what features are available from this web application. In my next consequent videos I'm going to explain various statistical techniques along with their operationalization. I mean how to implement the statistical techniques along with their respective methods. Okay, the very first tab, this is the navigation bar in which I have 5 tab panels. The last one, perhaps the first one I need to tell you, is the contact button. If you have any questions, doubts, or you want to use my expertise for your organizational needs to create the advanced data systems, you can just call me on this number, or feel free to write to me using this email. Now let me go to the very first tab panel, and here there is a browse button, and this is useful to import the data sets. As I said you, this is useful for the survey data analysis, which means if you had done some survey and if you have some data in your CSV file, please be mindful that it only accepts the CSV file. It won't accept it because it is open source software. R is open source programming language, which I used to develop this web application, and you need to have it. Is better. I mean, I'm not saying you that Excel is not supported in. You can even, there are methods to import the Excel, but I don't like to use Excel because I'm in Ubuntu. I use CalC. You can either use the CalC or convert the CalC spreadsheet application into CSV file. That CSV file you can just, if you press browse, your computer will open a window where you need to spot out the place of the CSV. You can see here I created a small CSV file. I created a data set. It is just an abstract simulated data in which I have few variables. I'm going to show you in my next video. This is the dataset tab panel in which you can use this tab panel of the navigation bar to import the datasets. You have two methods. Either it can be, you can display the full or only columns. I'll show you in my next video. And coming to, there are only 3 types of analysis because this is a business analytics application. Normally in business analytics there are only 3 important domains, that is descriptive data analysis, predictive data analysis, and prescriptive. I don't like to call prescriptive because that was the word coined by a few crazy data, the people who call themselves as data scientists. but I prefer to call it as exploratory data analysis, something like that. Okay, now let me take you to the descriptive data analysis. There are 4 techniques available under this tab. Summary statistics. Here you can find you can print out this is actually side panel, and this is right side you have the main panel. It is intuitive for you to distinguish the side panel from the main panel once I upload the datasets. And second one is going to be the frequency tables. Here you need to have is a bivariate analysis. This view creates the data table for any 2 given data variables. And the third one is cross tabulation. This is a simple chi-square test. I provided a link here for your ready reference. You just have to right click and open a new tab, and that link will take you to some page where there are methods and some sufficient information to learn and implement this technique. Okay. Next one is the plots. Right now I provided only 4 types of plots: histogram, bar plot, scatter plot, and pie plot. And these are for the to update the plot with title, x-axis, names of the axis, and title, something like that. And going to the second one, predictive analysis. Here there are 4 techniques. Statistical tests. Right now there are 4 tests. First 2 tests: AD test, which is Anderson-Dowling test, which is used for the univariate normality test, and Shapiro-Wilk test is also useful for the univariate normality test. Third one is the case test, Kolmogorov-Smirnov test. It is a normality test for bivariate data. Suppose you want to test multivariate data, then you should use the 4th option. It is a multivariate Shapiro-Wilk test. Right now only few methods are available, but in future development I shall be able to provide you more and more tests like t-test, f-test, quite a few other tests. And these are the links for your ready reference. And then go to the correlation. This right now only bivariate correlation is available. In future I will be able to provide you the multivariate correlation, maybe if possible canonical correlation, and many advanced. There are 3 methods available right now for bivariate correlation. First one is called Pearson coefficient, Spearman-Rao, Kendall-Stowe, and this is the only called Pearson correlation, and I'll provide you a few more links later in the future development. And the third one is the regression Manova. This is also right now the web application supports simple linear regression, and 2 methods are implemented, either fit or summary. I'll show you in my next consequent video how to implement these methods. And there is also Manova here. We can perform Manova at a time soon after finishing simple linear regression. And then third one is Manova. Right now Manova supports only 2 dependent variables with one single independent variable. In future developments I shall be able to provide you as many variables as you want in Manova. And the third tab panel is there are 4 techniques. This is the factorial. These are the factorial methods, but multivariate analysis. And the very first one in the exploratory data analysis is discriminant analysis. Here I'll show you how to do. Right now the discriminant analysis implements only linear discriminant analysis. I'll be able to provide you quadratic discriminant analysis along with a couple of visuals in my next level of development, and this is a link provided for the discriminant analysis for your ready reference. And the second technique in exploratory data analysis is the reliability analysis, perhaps the most important and one of the prerequisites for the next analysis called factor analysis. For here you need to choose the variables. For here there is a link only for the Cronbach alpha. There are quite a few other statistics. I didn't provide the links, and I'll be able to do that in my future development. But most of the time, Cronbach alpha is sufficient to interpret the internal consistency in the data set. And then last one is the cluster analysis. I'll be able to show you how to perform the cluster analysis using live data sets. And the final one, but very important thing, contact information. I am Dr. M. Kamakshaya, and this is my email ID. This is my mobile phone. So if you have any questions, doubts, or maybe any for freelance work, you can contact me. Feel free to talk to me on this number. Thanks for watching this video, and please press like button if you like my video. Stay tuned for the new content. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.